to another video. I'm Maddie, and today we're talking about everything that I have knitted up in 2025. I'm currently recording this on December 4th, so it's technically like 11 months, but I feel like I'm at a good stopping point, per se, to share with you what I've made. I do have one incompleted project, but I don't care. But I'm gonna show you it anyways. I'm going to finish it in 2025. It's an easy last minute thing. But I just wanted to put this out there. So what I'm gonna show you technically isn't everything I made in 2025 because I do have some Christmas presents that I can't show for certain reasons. If you want to see what I made, go follow my Instagram. I'll be posting them around the end of this month once they are given out. I knitted, just like last year, some of my presents, but this year I actually sewed some of my presents as well, which I'm really excited to show. This year, in one of my videos I made at the beginning of the year, I decided that was my phone, sorry. At the beginning of this year, I decided I was going to start a knitting journal. It's a little bulky already, but I'm so happy I decided to do this, so it'll make making this video so much easier since I'm not a person to remember pattern names or where I got the yarn names, the colors. I don't know how people can do that. I also struggle with like all my plants. I don't know many of their names. I'm just like, I like that plant. And I should do better about that, but I can't. So in my knitting journal, I just have all of the pictures that go with the labels of all of my yarn, which just keeps me more organized because I need that in my life right now. So with that, let's bring out some of my projects. Here is everything we're working with today. Oh, it's thick. I'm just gonna keep them all behind me because they're just gonna topple over. I wish I could like hold them like this, but unfortunately that's not gonna happen today. So I'm gonna go in order. I did put some of my 2024 projects in my little diary here, but we're just gonna, that was 2024, we're talking 2025 now. Alright, so my first project I finished. I started in 2024, but I finished it in 2025, so that's why we're talking about it right now. So I made the Bruno slipover. It's this beautiful. Oh, I haven't weaved in all my ends. You'll probably see that a lot here. If I don't see it when I'm wearing it on, they're not being put away. They're just gonna be out. But this is my only vest I have. I got this yarn from my parents when they went to Barcelona 2 summers ago, and I finally got to use it for this project. It was the mohair that they sent me, which is this lighter color compared to the darker green, and it's called Tokyo Tease the color, and I got it from All You Knit Is Love. I made a video on this at the beginning of the year, which was like my matcha vest that I was making. It's the only vest I've made so far. I'm shocked I haven't made more vests. I'm really into my sweater phase right now. I haven't really worn this yet. I need to now that it is colder out. It's very beautiful. It's just not like the shape I like, and I did play yarn chicken with it afterward because I should have just picked a smaller vest that wasn't so baggy because I did not have enough of the mohair. Oh, the merino wool is pea shoot from Knitting for Olive, just so you know, since I forgot to say that as well. But I just haven't worn it, and I need to wear it to make it worth making. That's my problem I'm having right now. I have so many go-to sweaters that I've been wearing that I've made that I'm just tempted to just frog a lot of the ones that I don't like and reuse the yarn. I care more about making things that I like because I really enjoy making things. So if I have to remake things, I'm gonna do it, you know? So I'm gonna see if I wear this one more often. If not, I'll make a different, like different look of a vest. So that's that of my matcha vest. Next up, I made this beautiful, I love this sweater, cable knit sweater. It's called Season Sweater. I did realize when I was making this sweater that I didn't know I had to hold the mohair double, and I smartly, luckily, decided not to order all the mohair at once because I was like, that's a ridiculous amount of mohair. Like, why did I not think that I need to hold it twice? So it would be a lot thicker and a lot fuzzier, but I'm really happy I didn't do it, so it's more breathable and not so scratchy, I guess, from the mohair. I knit this in size 1. So the Isager, I don't think you pronounce the G in that, but yeah. And color 12 for the mohair. And then I also have the wool, also from them, in deep red. Oh, this is so nice to have because this video would have been a hot mess if I didn't have my journal. I'm looking forward to wearing this for Christmas. I just love the red. I need to make more reds. I definitely want to make more Christmas sweaters, like holiday sweaters next year. Definitely gonna take time to make like the Christmas sweater next year. But this is gonna be my Christmas sweater for this year. Next up, I have the one pair of socks I've made this year. I made two pairs of socks last year, and I only made one this year. I got this yarn from my grandma this year. It's the Madeline Tosh hand-dyed yarn this time. My grandma gave it to me because of the name. I'm named Madeline, and so she got this for me. Each hank she gave me 2 hanks, and each hank had 395 yards, so I had a lot of yarn to work with. So I wanted to pick a pattern that I could use most of my yarn. That's my goal. I don't have a big yarn stash. All my yarn fits right here in this little desk drawer I have, and so I wanted to use as much yarn as I can. I still have some left over, but I wanted to find a project that can use most of the yarn she gave me. So I had the 52 weeks of socks book, and there's one pattern that is just below the knee that I decided to make, which was the turning point. Yeah, turning point pattern. It's very beautiful. It's just so nice and beautiful. I need to wear them more this winter. I keep saying that with most of my knits now that I know it's the winter, so I am going to be wearing these a lot. Everything's falling. Next up, I made the Cloud Blouse by Petite Knit. I knitted this here in New York. I did some of it in Utah on my week road trip through all the national parks, which was really fun to make something while traveling. This winter, my family is going to London and Stockholm, which I'm so excited for, first of all, because I was born in Stockholm and I haven't been back since we moved. So I've been wanting to check off Stockholm from my bucket list, and we're finally doing it. But I'm also excited to knit something there and just think of the memories of making something on the airplane, at coffee shops, wherever we go, because that's how I feel about this ordinary gray blouse. So I got yarn from Knitting for Olive, which was held by 2 different colored mohairs. One was Pearl Gray and one was Rainy Day. It's such a nice light sweater which is what I wanted to make instead of just the normal cloud sweater. I just need more variety when it comes to how thick of sweaters I make, so this one was perfect for me. All right, we're gonna get through these next 3. It's like not my favorite streak of things I made. We'll talk about it. So I made the Clematis sweater by Emma Knits, and I've been wanting to make it for so long, but I ended up not liking what I made. It's really on me. I ended up doing really poorly on my gauge. I had so much yarn left over. It like is a little snug, but also I should have used like a tighter needle or something because it's just not, it's not holding up. Yeah, it's cute, but I think I want to make this again, but I think I'm gonna use different yarn. I use Samila, their yarn. I'm looking at my label and and it's all in a different language, so I can't really tell you what is in it. But I think it's like, I just think it's wool. It feels like wool. Yeah, it just wasn't, it's not my favorite. I haven't been picking it up. The under the armpits I wove in really bad, and so they're coming apart, and I just feel like I want to retry it, but I think she made like a thicker sweater. I think this is the sweater. Let me look up the pattern. Maybe it's like the blouse or something, but she's a different version that I would just make the thicker version of. Yeah, it's a sweater, but let me look at her website. Oh yeah, so it's the sweater chunky. I would make that. I just don't like the yarn I picked out. I'm mad that I didn't follow gauge completely, and I have like so much more yarn that I just keep in here because I don't know what else to do with it. So yeah, I feel like this one was a little bit of a fail for me this year. I don't want to talk about it much anymore, so yeah, we're moving on. Next up, I made 2 of the Sabai tops. I made one number 1 and one number 2. So this one was the number 1, which I really like the neckline of this. I prefer the number 1 over the number 2, which I made in black. I do like these tops. I do want to alter them. I saw someone on Instagram pull up, oh my gosh, I keep putting my phone over there and I keep needing my phone. What was I looking at? Oh, Instagram, sorry. When I get my phone, I get so distracted. Basically, it's a video where they use like hooks on the side, because before I made these tops, I did see that people were complaining that there's no shape, and at first I wanted a top that didn't have much shape, but then now I'm like, I wish there was just like a tiny bit of shape, and I don't want to frog it and go back and like make my own alterations to it. I don't want to do that. So I thought that whoever made this was a genius. I need to go to like Moods Fabric to find exactly what I need. Here it is. They have this, like cinching it on the side. It looks so good. I do need to use like crochet for that. I'm pretty sure that's what she showed. She basically just used like a ring that you would use like post notes for. I would try to find something at like Mood that I really like. The perks of being in New York City, you get really good options on like clasping and buttons and all that stuff, and I normally go to Mood, but there's other places, but I always start there when I'm looking for my buttons for my sweaters, and then obviously sewing stuff, but I also go there for my knits. I used a size small for both of them. I made this one within a week, and then I made this I made this backstage in the pitch black when I was working costumes, and it was like I was working with the black knit in pitch black because backstage had to be pitch black, and it was a great way to test my skills if I can knit without looking, and I didn't drop any stitches and it worked out perfectly, so it was fun to make during those circumstances. I do like these, but I will like them more when I put shaping into them. I just need to do it. I'll definitely do it before summer to wear these, but I have to do it before summer. I'm not doing it right now. I'll get to it. Next up, I think, is my favorite knit I've made this year. I'm obsessed with it. This is my Upstream sweater. It's from like the Rose book. Is that what it's called? It's by Alice Hoyle. I think it's called Rose Knits or something. It's not on the spine of the book, but if you look up Upstream sweater on Ravelry, it'll tell you where the book is, and that's how I got the book. And I'm really wanting to make more knits out of the books. I have so many books. I need to utilize my books, but there's too many things out there in the world that I want to make that aren't just in the books. But my Upstream sweater is like, it made me feel so confident about everything I was knitting, because after the Clematis, is that what it's called? Yeah, sweater, and then my two Sabai sweaters, I was not really digging what I was really making. Like I said, I do think okay, so my camera turned off like somewhere in the middle of me talking about my favorite sweater that I made this year. I'm gonna wear it for years. It's beautiful. It feels so nice and warm. I did not pair this with a mohair, and I used the yarn that she used directly out of the book, because I had no yarn store around me when I started doing this, so I had to order it. I ordered it from Woolery, and it's the Sheep Soft DK. I got it in the shade Bishopdale. This is definitely the sweater I've worn the most so far this winter. I used size 4. I did end up buying accidentally a little bit more yarn than I need. So I do have extra, but I will use this yarn for something else. It's a perfect neutral cream, like almond color. I love it. So I'm okay with the extra yarn that I accidentally ordered, but yeah, I don't know how I ended up ordering like 3 more skeins than I needed. Next up is another Petite Knit. Where is it? It's my first cardigan. I mean, maybe the Clematis, oh my gosh, can't say it, sweater is kind of a cardigan, but you can't fully open it. Well, this one is a full usable cardigan. This is the Jenny Jacket V-neck. My friend over the summer was helping me pick out the colors and if I should have done just the normal sweater or the jacket, and we chose jacket. It's just such a nice navy blue. I wanted navy blue right away. That was what I envisioned for this sweater. It took me a while. It took me like over 2 months. And the huge oversized Upstream sweater took me a month. So I don't know why this took me forever. I think it was the pattern of like carrying over stitches, and it was really hurting my hands actually, how much stress I was putting on to like carry stitches over to create the pattern. But I loved it. I loved it so much. And I used Knitting for Olive mohair, which I got for when they did their fundraiser for Gaza. I ordered all of my mohair at that time, and then also, which we'll get into, for another hat that I ordered for. And then it was a great fundraiser, and I felt so bad that they had to give away almost $1 million of their inventory. So then I ordered a pattern. I haven't even made the pattern, but I just bought a pattern knowing that they won't have to give me a physical product, so that they can just take the like couple bucks. And I know a lot of people were doing that because I I think they sent over like almost $800,000 like US dollars, which is crazy. And they didn't gain a cent from any of those sales, so I was happy that I could participate in the fundraiser, but then also help them out for a second. And then I also use sand garns for the wool. I really like this cardigan, and it was really fun because I got to do my photo shoot when my boyfriend and I went upstate for a little getaway trip and go apple picking, and I got to wear it, and obviously I forced him to take photos of my cardigan. I've been wearing this a lot too, and it's great because with all my other sweaters, I can, you know, wear something underneath to protect the sweater, but it's nice that this is just easier to get on and off if I get too hot from it, while the other ones I have to like awkwardly like strip, you know? But I am really happy with this sweater that I made. Next up, I don't have the actual hat for because I gave it to my boyfriend for his birthday this year. Every birthday now I'm giving him hats. My second project I made was a hat for him. And it turned out so bad, but like he liked it because like he liked me, but like it was a horrible hat, like it was so bad. But I gave him another one last year, and then I gave him one this year, and this year I did the Oslo hat by Petite Knit. I've been really liking this pattern. It's easy to whip up and it's thick, because last time I did one from 52 Weeks of Easy Knits book, and I made all my Christmas hats for my family out of it, and it's thinner, like it doesn't have so much like of the flap, like you know, there's like the flap of the hat, and it was deteriorating a lot. Like he wore it like almost every day of the winter, and after all of that, the hat was not looking too good, the alpaca hat. It was really worn out, so I'm happy I gave him another hat, but I think this hat will last longer, hopefully. I used knitting for olive merino, which was what I got from the Gaza fundraiser that they were doing. And then the Izager, I might get that, I can't say it. Isn't it Izager? But there's no G. You don't say the G, right? Oh my god. Silk mohair. Anyways, but then I heard online that people say you need to get more mohair than what is said in the pattern, and I didn't listen to that. I was like, I don't like buying extra yarn and keeping that. So I did run out of mohair, but then I used the cloud blouse extra mohair. I literally only had like a little bit left of mohair left to finish off the top. So it is like a slightly darker color than, or like, it's like brighter actually than the rest of the hat, but you can't really tell unless you're looking, he's really tall, so you can't really tell unless you're like looking like this on him, you know? So it's okay, and I'm happy I can reuse materials that I already have instead of buying a whole nother 50 grams when I'm only going to use less than 10 of it, you know? So yeah, he's loving the hat, and I'm so happy about that. Next up is my Pippa tee. I really wanted to make this top, but I didn't really put much thought into it. I don't know what happened, so I used the wrong needles. Like, I glanced at it, I feel like, and then just was like, oh yeah, US 4. No, it was 4mm needles, not US 4. And so I was realizing, I was like, okay, this is a little tight, and then I was like, oh, I didn't get enough yarn, I only got 2 skeins, I need 3 because I need like 300 grams. so I went and bought another skein of yarn, but I actually got the amount I needed and I just didn't see it, and yeah, it just is a hot mess when I made this. I really like the pattern. I like the side buttons. I think it's so cute, but I just think I really fumbled when it came to this top. I'm really having trouble with like these like skin tight tops I'm making. Like, I just can't get it right. And it's like, I need to actually focus on these ones more than I need to focus on my sweaters, because if it's a little bit off, they're oversized, you can't tell. But if I'm making something that's supposed to be tight on my body and I'm just winging it, yeah, it's gonna be bad. So I want to make the long sleeve pattern when she comes out with it. I mean, I could just make sleeves out of this, but I want to support. I like the pattern, so I'm gonna buy the other pattern, and then maybe I'll undo this, and then since I have another skein, I can make a long sleeve out of this. I do like the color, but it's not something I would pick up all the time, this purple, so maybe I'll dye it. That's what also I was thinking, just to be a little darker. I'd rather like a darker purple or something. It's just so bright and I'm so pale and I just don't need to be reflecting more sun than I already am, you know? So I like to go with more darker colors, as you could tell from the rest of my knits. So this was a flop on my part, not on the pattern. That's all I gotta say about that. Oh, and I used Cascade yarns for this. I keep forgetting that I need to be saying my sizes and whatever. I use size 2 and my yarns. I got this yarn at Downtown Yards in the Lower East Side. Slay. Alright, now we're going on to my gloves. Okay, I made so many gloves. I made 4 pairs of my gloves. I just wanted to make 2 pairs. I wanted to make a pair like this, this green pair. Ew. Here. It's mine. With like a lighter green gray as the main color, and then a darker green for the design, and I wanted a purple, a dark purple as the back color, main color, and then a lighter purple for the pattern. And I ordered this Cascade yarn from Wool & Co, which I love, and I just recently went to in person for the first time last week. It's a nice store, and everyone was really nice. But I realized I could make 2 pairs because the pattern is Spot Mittens by Anne Vensel, and she didn't really say the exact how much yarn you will make. It was just get this much yarn, which was just like 100 and like 150, and the Cascade comes in 100 grams, and so I didn't really know I could actually make the reversal of it until I made my first pair, which was these, and then I was just eyeing it like my leftover, and I thought, I honestly think I could make another pair, and I could, and so I ended up with 4 pairs, which is gonna be perfect for when I'm out in Europe for the winter. Yeah, these were a win. My first gloves, and also my first color work, which is crazy. This is my 2nd year of knitting consistently, which I'll get into at the end of like a recap of how I've gotten here, but yeah, this is my first color work, which was really fun to do. Alright, I think we are at the end. We have my first color work sweater. Ta-da! It's the Baba, not like the Baba brand. It's called Baba, but not the Baba brand. or it's not supposed to look like the Baba brand, but the Baba sweater. I actually haven't written this in my little journal, so I'm gonna be looking at my phone. So this is from Anne Strict. I saw everyone was doing the Petite Knit, what is it called? Striped one. What is it called? I should know it because I see it. The Olga sweater. There we go. I was like, what is it? Sweater with the stripes. And I always wanted a stripe, but I wasn't digging it. You know, I have come to realize I like, I don't like folded collars, you know? I like the more turtleneck vibe. And I saw this sweater and I thought that this was up my alley. I just love the thinner stripes. It's 2 rows per stripe. The neckline was perfect. And I also liked the draping of it more than I liked of the Olga sweater personally. I got this yarn from Knitty City on the Upper West Side, which is really exciting that I can now go to yarn stores and know exactly what yarn I can use for a pattern. Now I can really understand what yarns are used for what, and I can look up the contents of the yarn that they were using so I could see what yarn I can use. So I used a Cascade yarn that has, which is alpaca, mainly alpaca and wool, which is really exciting. Yeah, I think this is the perfect colorwork first sweater I could have ever made. It's making me want to start my next sweater, which I already have yarn for, but I'm not starting it until I get my Christmas done. And it's colorwork too, and it's making me think of more ideas of what I want to do. I'm not leaving the single color wagon yet. I still love just patterns in the texture instead of just patterns and color. So I'm not leaving that area of knitting. I'm gonna be going between the two because I think that there's so many good options of things to make that are both colorwork and that are non-colorwork. So yeah, and that is all I'm showing. Oh wait, no, never mind. I forgot about my last whip of the year. I started this a while back. I got this yarn from Downtown Yarns. And I haven't finished it yet, but I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it. It is a scarf. Duh! This is as long as I have it right now. I'm using really chunky needles. US 13, 9mm. It's taking forever, and I am doubling it, or what is it called when you knit on one side and the other side? I'm doing that, and I have like all of this yarn, like it's a mess in this bag. Oh, and I made this bag this year. It has my initials on it. This is like a big whip bag, you know, because I need that. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this. I'm not following a pattern. I'm just doing me for this. I haven't really finished it because I'm scared that I don't have enough yarn to finish it. But I'm gonna finish it. So that is all now, officially all I can show you. Like I said, if you want to see the other things I made, they'll be on my Instagram around Christmas time. And another reason why I should have said at the beginning of this video why I decided to make this video early is because this is around the time where I picked up knitting again 2 years ago. I learned from my grandma in like elementary school, and then I would pick up here and there knitting over and over and over again, and it just wasn't sticking. You can look at my last year's vlog I made when I was back in Chicago, which is where I grew up, and my parents gave me a bag of all my old knitting that I tried, and it's a lot of like really failed started rectangles, you know, and I didn't really start this whole journey until 2 years ago. My project that got me back into it, I started making December of 2022, and I didn't finish it. And then a year passed and it was finals time of 2023, and I needed something to do other than study and like work on my finals and being on my phone. So I started that project again and I finished it. It was the first project I ever finished knitting, and then that's what got me hooked, going to 2024 and then now 2025, and I'm really happy with the progress I've made. I'm just so excited. I'm gonna bring literally all of my knits I made this year and then some of mine from last year to Europe. I'm literally gonna, that's like the only thing I'm gonna wear is just all my knits the whole time. That's gonna be my whole suitcase. It's just gonna be all my knits. I'm trying to think if I need to say anything else.